welcome to Crochet Day by Day. My name is Nadej, and today I want to show you everything I made in January. First things first, this was my first completed make in January. I finished it on January 3rd, so I guess I started it in December, but this is the completed sweater. I'll show you a better image here. I used this Hobie Winter Glow yarn. And I'll be sure to link everything down below for you so you can maybe recreate one of these for yourself. But I used this yarn and it required a 5mm hook, and the pattern itself also required a 5mm hook. It's actually a tutorial. It's a written pattern, so I will link that below for you as well. It's Erin B, and she had just this really beautiful sweater tutorial, and she helped you create the best fit for you, so how to measure and everything. And I've made like 5 or 6 of these now because it is so easy to do. It works up really quickly, and this variegated yarn, oh, it turned out amazing. So this is my first make, and a lot of other makes you'll see here are the same exact pattern, just using different yarn. But the next completed make that I have here is this like Kuji type shawl. It's a pattern, well, it's a kit from Lion Brand, and the pattern is from Two of Wands, and this is so fun. I completed it actually on my birthday, and I really wanted it for my birthday, so I worked my butt off to get it to get it done, and it turned out so good. I love the colors. I love these colors. Look at them. And you kind of can just pick whatever color scheme that you want here, but this thing is so nice. I love it. It just turned out so beautiful, and then you have these like tassels at the end. Oh, I love it. I love this. Great birthday present to myself. I actually made it in just a couple of days. My birthday's January 8th for reference. So I finished this on the 3rd, finished this on the 8th, or maybe the day before. I actually don't remember now, because where are we? We're midway through February almost, and that is crazy to think that. Anyway, on my birthday the same day, I made a plushie. It's a baby Baphomet. Cute little tail here. This is a pattern from Jody, or made by Jody 666, and this thing is so cute. It's not satanic, okay? It's just a baby Baphomet. Baphomet is just kind of a symbol of death, if you will. So, or the devil, I guess I should say. So the reason I really like this is because before my dad died, he was really into tarot cards, tarot reading, and he taught me whose card was whose. And mine happens to be the devil. So Baphomet, as a symbol of that, it's just something that I recall fondly from my dad. It doesn't have any bad meanings or anything. Plus, this thing is so cute, isn't it? Look at these cute little eyes. I actually had to repair her because Ruby got a hold of her, ripped her eyes off, her arms, and her tail. So I had to redo that, but she's doing really great, and this thing is just so cute. I do plan on making more because it's just cute. Like, it's just a cute little thing. You know, it's like a baby goat. Think of it as a baby goat. But I love it. It's cute, and yeah, I love this. Okay, moving on. My next completed make, I'll forget the order in which I finish most of these, I think, by the time we get to the end here. But I made another one of these sweaters with this yarn. And I freaking love how this turned out. It's just perfect. It has a nice little collar here, some ribbing, and I used this Winter Glow, and man, it's just so stunning. I love it. I love all of these sweaters. They fit exactly how I want them to fit. Just the right size, not too tight, not too loose. They're perfect. And I love that for me because I have a body shape right now where my midsection's a little larger, so I want to make it look nice. So These are wonderful. I freaking love these sweaters and the pattern. Same 5mm hook for this one and the same pattern. So I just did my measurements. I wrote it all down so I can just recreate them really quickly because I've already made one. And next is the third one that I made. Different yarn, but honestly, it makes me look like a bumblebee. It's a bumblebee. And maybe it's a happy accident. I made a Halloween costume for this year. I'm a bumblebee. It makes me look like a bumblebee. But I love it. It's super nice. It's super cozy. This is a different yarn. This is Yarbo Cookie from, it's from Hobie. All this yarn is from Hobie for these past three patterns for the sweater. So these three, and this is just a different style. This is a 5mm as well, variegated. This color's called Mustard. Not all of these yarns have colors. It's usually like a number with Hobie, and these are like gold, lavender, green, white, whatever this one is. I forget, of course, so that's why I'll link it for you below. But these are amazing, so fun. I already am making other ones with different yarn that I got from them, different variegated yarns, and they're turning out amazing. I love it. Now, in between these, I decided I wanted to make like a bright purple cardigan because I have this yarn from Lion Brand. I got a whole bunch of different colors. This one is called Hot Springs, and it suggests a 6mm crochet hook, which is what I used to make this pattern, make this cardigan, which is inspired by TL Yarn Craft's half double crochet V-stitch. And I just kind of went off of my measurements and what I like, and I kind of made it, and it turned out really beautiful. I made some ribbing. I used a lot of inspiration from the sweaters that I'm wearing here to make these. And I just did half double crochet V-stitches with ribbing and this front ribbing and bottom ribbing. And here's one thing that I did too. I made pockets that are kind of invisible. So they're just on the side. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a pocket. And on the inside, it goes pretty deep. And Alan had a good suggestion of putting a button here because I was just like, when I would put my hands in, it would just come forward, the pockets, and not the front of the cardigan. So I put that butt in there, and it works so well. I just thought I would give it a try because we all love pockets, don't we? We all love pockets. So here's this, and it's beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. It's warm. I wear it all the time. It is starting to warm up just a little bit where I am, but we'll get another cold freeze soon, probably. But yes, I love this cardigan. It worked up really quickly. I think I made it in like a weekend. Yeah, it was a lot of trial and error because I made it up myself, and the pockets were so difficult. I tried like 4 or 5 different things, and I finally landed on just making a V-stitch and kind of like decreasing to get that sort of like triangle pocket shape, like a hand. And it turned out really well, and I love this. I love this a lot. So, next thing I made here was actually on my checklist of the 23 things that I want to make in 2023. And if you want to go watch that video, I will link it for you in the cards above and also at the end. I'll link it for you if you want to watch that. But there are 23 things that I want to make in 2023 that are kind of outside of what I would normally do, or just to kind of expand on my current crochet knowledge so I can gain more crochet knowledge. So, one of them was fingerless gloves. I found a pattern on YouTube, well, a tutorial, I guess I should say, on YouTube, and I followed it, but they were too big. Like the top had, at the thumb, you do an increase, and I just didn't like that because my hands are small. So I removed the decrease and I just continued with the same pattern, which is, it's a half double crochet in the space instead of the stitch. And I think these turned out really well. I've worn them quite a bit. And this is using the Lion Brand Heartland line still, which I don't know where I put that yarn, but I know what color it is. It's called Mammoth Cave. So it's the same as this purple one. And a lot of the other Heartland that I purchased last year, I have a yarn haul I'll go and find for you if you want to go look at that, and I'll link it above for you. But those turned out really nice. They're super soft, and I kind of was happy with the way that I modified the pattern instead of trying to just stay with it because it wasn't working for me. So I'm learning a lot on how to make things fit for me, which is the best part of this fiber arts, if you will. And I really love it. It's how I'm having so much fun, and I'm making a lot of things because it's just clicking and I'm able to kind of do it a lot faster. So this is the last thing that I completed in January. Literally January 31st, I was seaming this together. And it's this beautiful, oversized sweater using this same pattern as this one. So I know I didn't give you much about what the actual stitch is on this one, but it's an extended half double crochet. That's it. And you just kind of fit it to you. And again, the video tutorial that I'll link down below for you is going to be extremely helpful. I would recommend, though, as you're going along with the tutorial, write down your measurements, write down your stitches, so it's easier for you to follow and come back to it, especially if you start on your arm or your front panel, because there is a neckline. And then the back panel is obviously, I feel like back panels are probably one of the easiest to complete because it's just go all the way up. Arms a little bit different here. One thing I have done with this pattern is I've adjusted the arm because they're just a little, they're not tight, but I notice it and I want it to be a little more free-flowing. So I have some other sweaters of this same exact pattern that I am working up right now and I need to just seam together. And those are going to have just a bit of a wider arm, just because that's what I prefer. So this one, it is different though because it is oversized. I used a 5.5 millimeter hook on this one instead of the 5. And this colorway is called Badlands. It's the Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland line, and it's called Badlands. I do have some left over, which is kind of cool because then I can do other things with what's left. And I really have a lot of plans. So this is what I have made in 2023 so far. And for those of you that are curious, I will of course link everything down below for you. And the pattern for these sweaters, this is pretty much it. This was a purchase pattern, so I will link this down below if any of you are curious about making your own, if you want to. It was really fast. It worked up really quickly too. Very cute. I like it. And the gloves, the fingerless gloves, I'll link that pattern below as well, or rather the YouTube tutorial. I keep saying pattern, but I guess it's a pattern. It's just a verbal pattern instead of a written pattern and a visual aid. Yeah. So yeah, the tutorial, clearly that's what a tutorial is. Anyway, I do have a lot of things coming up for you guys. I am working on a ton of things right now, a ton, in fact, and I want to take you along with me while I do that. Keep your eyes out for videos coming out on Wednesday and Sunday. That's my plan here for you all. Maybe some more in between. But now that I've rambled way too much, please let me know if you like this kind of video. Give me a thumbs up. If you are new here, welcome. If you have returned, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys so much. You're so kind. Your comment, I love you guys so much. Please let me know down below what you've completed as far as this year is concerned, or what your plans are moving forward. And if you are sticking around, I will see you next time.